Now we have studied the fire system and the water system. Now we are going to Mercury, or we are talking about the solid system, the Prithvi Tattva. Everything okay?
So I think so, but
That's okay. We are talking about Mercury.
Yeah,
Finger 6th lord. So we know where the problem is in your chart. Right, you see it's a Mercury. Now let's look at Mercury. Which is Mercury's own house? Gemini. And which is his Mula Trikona? Office? Virgo. Which is his exaltation? Virgo. Okay. Now, so his own house is Gemini, and his exaltation and his office are the 6th house. Mercury has to do with dreams. Mercury has to do with the solid in your body. And the solid, he covers your body with a skin. And so, he is very good looking. Good looking, bad looking, white, black, dark, tan, all comes from this Mercury. Changeable, no? He changes. Your skin color can change. Do you know that? Hang around in the sun for some time, you become darker. Come in, you become fairer. Then you put some more funny creams, you become even lighter. Then put some cream and go take some light, you become some other color. That's all Mercury, Gemini. And why are you doing all that? Because of this Gemini thing. If you are only meant to please your husband, you don't care how you look. I'm being honest about it. It's true, right? How many of you paint up your faces in the evening when you're going to have dinner? No. You wash your face and that's it. You are your normal self. So for whom are you painting it then?
Society.
It's Gemini. It's Gemini. You want other men to think you look good. Why? You already have your husband. Why do you want other men to think you look good? What is that apple? Why do you want more apples? You already got one. You see that? That's a Gemini thing. You want more people. It's a Gemini thing. You see my point? That is the basic function of Mercury. Always, my body should look beautiful. Why should your body look beautiful? No, it should look beautiful. For what should it look beautiful? No, it should be healthy. Health is an internal matter. Look is an external matter. Yogis, some of these yogis are skin and bones. They don't have beautiful bodies. But you look at the American yogi, he has beautiful body. Look at this. I mean,
silk
it's like
robes.
Yeah, pardon?
In silk robes.
Yeah.
Silk.
Silk robes and beautiful bodies, and they have excellent this thing. You see any yoga magazine in the US. The person is fit to go to Hollywood. Why is he hanging and teaching yoga? You pick up any yogi's picture of India. Poor guy looks as if he's not eaten for a couple of days. What is the difference? The difference is Gemini. Gemini is very strong in USA. It is a natural sign of the US. You see my point? That is his. Everything that you think looks good is all about Gemini. That's why you want to look good. And when he gets over that, when he has to go to office and function, Mercury has to grow corn. Right? So the harvest comes to him in Virgo. He believes the little child. How do you make little children eat? The best way is to tell, you want to become like father, you have to eat well. The best thing, any child, it works. It has worked years earlier, it will work in the future. Tell the child, you want to be strong like your papa, eat well. He will eat well. It's all about growth. And growth has to do with solid things. It is something which is tangible. Food, ultimately inside the body, is nothing but molecules of glucose which is carried by the blood. But here we are taking rice, and then we take burgers, and then we take this, Have you tried the Chinese dishes? It's very good. That kitchen out there is very good. When it goes inside the stomach, and goes to the crusher and the chemicals and is torn apart, what's going ultimately into your body? The $100 bill in one place and the $20 bill in another place don't matter at all. So what are you doing basically? You are talking of growth on the basis of solid food that you eat. You are talking about defining growth on the basis of solid assets that you have. I have 2 houses, I have 1 house. Nobody talks about, I got 30 cubic feet of air, Nobody talks about that. Your growth depends upon how many houses you have, solid things, tangible things. Or I got the latest iPod, it has got the Griffin mic, it is solid, tangible things. Solid. So growth is always defined by solid things that you possess. You want to stop growing. You want to stop competing. See, 3rd and 6th house. Competition is all about growth. I can grow more than you. It's like 2 little trees. Okay, take a piece of land about this size and put 2 small banyan tree seeds over there. Initially both will sprout. After some time they will grow up to a certain height. After that, one will start killing the other. They will get into battle for survival. As they grow beyond, when they are little, they are funny, oh, we got company. But the moment they grow beyond a certain height, they are fighting for territory. One of them will ultimately end up killing the other and growing to its mighty height. That is the law of nature. Okay? It is a fact of life. It is a law of nature. It is a fact of life. It will happen. You have to decide whether you are going to be that little sapling which died or the little sapling who will crush. Choice is yours. The spiritual ones choose to be the little sapling that gets crushed. So they don't want to hang out here too long. Vivekananda died at 40. Shankaracharya died at 32. Now you know the answer. What is the point in hanging around this planet and having more food from this planet if your job is done? Go. You see my point? The more you stay out here, the more of the corn that comes from Virgo you are going to eat. So why hang around? What are you hanging around for? Pray to God that you don't live for even one day from when your job is done. Fortunate is the man who gets this blessing. This is what Vivekananda was blessed by his Guru, Thakur Ramakrishna. The day you shall know your true self, that day you will. That is blessing. Why do you want to hang out here? There is a much better world out there with God. Yeah.
No sex and die young.
How do you know that? No, not that. No. But you see this, Virgo is all about competition. You understand that competition now. The cause of competition is the solid matter. Is the possession of solid things. That is why rishis are not allowed as a rule to possess food more than 3 days in their house. If you say you are a follower of the rishis, you must ensure that in your fridge and in your more than 3 days food is not kept. That is the first place. Start limiting yourself. That food can be used by somebody else. If one person, imagine Bill Gates decides with all his money to buy all the food in the market, can you imagine what will happen to the food prices? You will be buying bread for $100. So, don't keep more food than what you need. The food is symbolic. It's symbolic of everything. Don't keep anything more than what you basically need. Don't keep it. Stop this mad fights and competitions. This is definition. This is the cause of Kali Yuga. Okay? And then his exaltation is in Virgo. When does the little child feel exalted? I defeated everybody else. Right? Mercury is a little child who never learned. He defeated the other one. He is very happy that he stood first. What about the guy who failed? He didn't care about it. What about the ones you trampled over? Did not bother how much pain they had. So that's all Mercury's story. It is growth story. That is why these are called upachaya, houses of growth. And the word pacha is to digest. I want you to remember upachaya like this. I want you to remember pacha as digest. U is for sustenance. You talk of growth so long as you are being sustained in this planet. Is it not? We'll talk of Aya very soon. I want you to think of Pacha. So this is all about digesting. How much of this, how many more houses, how many more buildings, how many more cars, how many more iPods are you going to digest? In Hindi, there is a beautiful thing in Delhi. They say that pachta nahi. Pachta nahi means you cannot digest it. You may take away somebody's money, but you cannot digest it. Pachta nahi, pachega nahi tumko. Means this you will not be able to digest this that you have taken. This is all about it. When you take something, be sure that you can digest it. If you cannot digest it, don't take it. Don't take something from anyone if you cannot digest it. And that includes knowledge. Okay? Don't take knowledge that you cannot digest. When you are ready to digest it, take it. So that means what? Learn Jyotish in a relaxed manner. Don't just take all the books, buy all the books, stack it up over there, look at it, get frightened, and then go pick it up and sell it in the second-hand bookstore. Don't do that. Go step by step. Digest as much as you can. See, it is all about digestion. Sixth house. All about digesting. See how much you can digest. See, I have now only talked upachaya. Now the other part I'll talk about. I have only talked of pacha or digesting. I'll talk of aya, taking, very soon. I have not yet talked about the other part. So what is upachaya we will understand. Okay, let's see the next slide.